every time she would get tired and she would get sad and whiny, that was what she went to, was she would talk about Baker and how much and does he remember her, and it was just devastating. So we knew that it was coming. We are so happy that it did.
Hey everyone, Anna Rumer with PopCulture here, and today we have with us hometown stars Ben and Erin Napier. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Well, you guys absolutely have your hands full. You got 2 little ones, you got a new furry little one. How are things hanging in there as a family of 5?
We are using this Swiffer wet jet wood every day.
Seriously. We used it before we came here today. Life has gotten so much sweeter, so much messier. It's just actually the best ever. We had the best
That's awesome.
ever with the girls and the dog.
I mean, that is, the 2 things go hand in hand, sweeter and messier. Tell me a little bit about what went into bringing new Baker home, because I know Helen was feeling a little lonely.
Yeah. So we had always planned on having another dog. Baker died right after May was born. And so we were trying to find our footing as new parents of 2. And it was right when we were getting ready to go back to work. And so we knew that one day we would get another dog. We didn't know that we were going to get another Baker
this week.
Last week, because we were still, trying to figure that out. But it's actually Allie and Jordan Smith, who have been featured on Hometown. It was Jordan's dad had the dogs and on a farm. And,
oh, nice.
Went and grabbed one.
Yeah.
It just made Helen the happiest she could ever be.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
She, every time she would get tired and she would get sad and whiny, that was what she went to, was she would talk about Baker and how much and does he remember her, and it was just devastating. So we knew that it was coming. We are so happy that it did.
I was going to say, that little video broke my heart. I was like, oh my gosh, the dog's got to be coming, right?
Yeah. And he is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's massive. We love a big, huge, fluffy dog because.
Me too.
Yeah. It's, Baker was 140 pounds when he passed away, and he would let Helen he would lay on the ground and she would just lay on him and hold him and rub his face and his ears and
climb on him.
Big dogs are just, are almost like, a person that you can.
They are. Absolutely. They're so good with kids too. And she just loving the puppy love now.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, I mean, you mentioned this before, but you got a brand new puppy, May's on the move. Your floors must be really going through it.
This week.
It is. I work in a wood shop. It's where we're at right now. So I bring home dust every single day. We're on job sites every day. We track dirt in. We have a 4-year-old who gets filthy. And,
May is dropping a lot of fruit and Cheerios on the floor.
Well, May, she's now crawling, and her favorite thing to do is to scoot over and crawl under the edge of a sofa. She'll lift the sofa and crawl under it.
See what's under there.
So you walk in the room and you just see her from chest down, hanging out from under a sofa. And then she
finding all the dirt.
She's covered in dust bunnies when she pulls
So now
out.
we're cleaning under the old the wet jet mop goes under the furniture also.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that seems like it's a lot going on. Do you ever have a moment where you're like, I need a moment to myself? How do you get through those moments? Or are you just, both super?
Oh, we all just have to make it to bedtime.
Yeah, right.
7:30, and then we can sit on the couch and watch Ted Lasso.
Yeah, we get 2 hours at the end of the day. I usually fall asleep about an hour before Erin, and then I wake up a couple hours
like 2
before.
hours before me. Yeah.
And
Gosh.
so we each have our own time, and we have our time together. Of course, Erin and I, we work together.
We're together 24 hours a day, basically.
Yes. So the alone time is important as well, I imagine.
Yeah.
Well, and you've got your own big remodel going on too. You guys are so busy. I mean, tell me a little bit about your big personal remodel and your vision for that.
Oh gosh, the house is nearly 100 years old, and it's got very British inspired architecture. And so
Ooh.
we are
Or
really
European.
we're just really leaning into that because it's a dream for us to take a vacation to the UK, and we're just never going to have time for that.
We're treating it as our vacation house.
It will be a vacation, and we want it to feel like we're
on
flying
vacation.
across the pond, even if we can't.
Yeah.
Like when Erin was growing up, and her parents bought a beach house. They had a house at the beach, and a lot of people do that, or they'll get a lake house or something. And Erin and I are very busy here in our hometown, and so we bought a vacation house
In our hometown.
right outside of our hometown, out in the country.
Beautiful.
We can go on the weekends and
Yeah.
get away, and the girls can run and play and get dirty and filthy. And
But design-wise, it's very fun for us because we're leaning into this, the servants' quarters on Downton Abbey.
Oh yeah, huh?
It's part of the house to me.
Yeah.
Also utilitarian, so almost primitive British design.
yeah,
And we're trying to lean into that and take some style cues for the house from that.
architecture.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
It's fun. There's 12-inch wide oak floors in the house. It's amazing.
Gosh, that's beautiful. I mean, getting into that, have you really found any difficulties that you weren't expecting, or has it been pretty easy peasy?
We maybe know a little bit more about what to look for when you're buying a house than the average buyer, and
Right.
never pull the trigger on something that we didn't feel super good about.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah, there's haven't been any scary surprises, only good surprises. Like it's built even better than we thought initially.
Oh, that's a great surprise. Yeah.
Digging into the guts of this thing, we can see how well built it was. It's like built like a cathedral. It's not big, but it's just that sturdy. It feels so lasting like that.
Oh, that's beautiful. Do each of you have your own little things that you want to add as you get further into the remodel, or do you have a joint thing that you really want to add?
Erin, the kitchen has been her. The kitchen and the primary bathroom have been her go-to. Like that's where she's putting her touch. There's a room that is. It was originally. We think it was the original owner's office, and it's going to be my study. I have a study, and it's
It's very highbrow up here.
it's
Very fancy.
it's going to be my analog room. I'll have my typewriter and my record player and books, and that's it.
No cell phones
No cell
allowed.
phones. no
Oh,
computers. So there's that, and then the house has this incredible millwork and woodwork throughout it, and I have relished the opportunity. Am I saying that right? To dive into it. So like we added coffered ceilings to the kitchen because the rest of the house has coffered ceilings, and I mimicked the original woodwork, and I used wood that we pulled out of the house to do that.
And made the trim
And
himself.
I made all the trim for these beams in the kitchen.
wow.
And then we're doing these two pantries in the house, and we're using some of the wood that was left over from when the original owners built the house. So it's little nerdy woodworking details like that I'm really, really diving too deep into.
No, it's going to be so beautiful. And I know that people on Instagram are just hounding you for more details. So thanks for sharing some of them with me.
Trying to keep some things like to save it so they can see it on the episode, but everything.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me today. Is there anything else that you wanted to let us know before I let you go?
No, thank you so much for talking to us. This was great.
Of course. And for you guys at home, make sure you're catching up with Hometown on HGTV and Discovery Plus.